how was the DNA of like a big bank different, in your opinion, from the DNA of a startup?
Yeah. I mean, I don't, it couldn't be more different, I think, and not to despair, I don't know if one's right or wrong. They're just very different, the people that work at JP Morgan, a lot of them are really, really smart, really, really hardworking, worked at McKinsey and, are like hard charging, intelligent, people. But the things that work at McKinsey or at JP Morgan are not the things that really work at a startup. And so it's just like a different way of thinking. It's a different way of valuing talent. It's a different way of thinking about risk. It's a different way of thinking about talking to customers and building stuff, And so there's definitely, I would say definitely a little bit of a culture gap. We tried to solve for that by trying to operate as independently as we could. So that we could preserve, the kind of startup culture and mentality and all that. And I would say we were moderately successful at that. I don't think it wasn't easy.
How long did you spend there ultimately?
I was there for 3 years.
Okay.
I think Rich made it 3.5 years. So he was, but that was about the time, and I think the thinking had changed from let's keep WePay separate and let them do what they're going to do to let's start to really integrate this. And, and I think that's a different skill set than what I think Rich and I were excited about. And it was sort of the right time for different people to come in and run the company. So it's a much different company today than it was when we had it. But, it's powering a bunch of great stuff at JP Morgan. And so, I think it's got a good legacy.